All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of the Vistani, episode 64. When last we left off, the party narrowly avoided some catoblepas, and upon trying to set up camp for the night, you were ambushed by some shambling mounds. We are currently in the second round of combat, with Saflin having incapacitated this guy on her last turn.
I shot a psychic lance from my forehead last round. Yep.
And we are starting back at the top of initiative again with Saflin.
Okay.
Oh, Savvy.
Well, I had retreated back over here, so I'm not next to this one anymore.
Right.
There are, however, two other ones nearby. Do I have anything that can hit multiple creatures?
I totally was not on the map.
Don't think I have anything that can hit multiple targets.
Also, to my stream, apologies for the cutting sounds if you hear them. Because I'm sure Discord is probably not picking it up.
Yep, we don't hear it.
Nope.
Nope.
Don't. I'm only going to be able to hit one target no matter what it is I do, because I don't have
That's still fine.
command as a base spell. I've only got it on the staff, so. Let's see, this one's pretty hurt. He's been getting tackled a bunch.
Welcome, Birding.
I don't
They're
know how much
fighting
damage
some
you can
shambling
take, but
mounds.
one of these had just appeared.
Yeah, this one had just appeared.
Okay.
The other two have both taken damage. The third one has not.
Hi, Blues. And Buff, you're not here. It's a myth. You're not here. You're imagining it.
Alright, so what you gonna do?
I'm gonna pump another 4th level spell, because why not at this point? We're gonna do another Psychic Lance, because it worked out great last time.
Okay.
We're gonna do it again. I am gonna target the one closest to me.
Okay.
Yes, you are, Ogie. You're here.
And that is an intelligence save.
Alright.
Gosh darn it. All these natural ones on the attack portions of the spells.
6. Intelligence is -3.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 in my attack damage there, which is not great. Alright, but it does fail to save.
It's still 22 psychic damage.
Yeah, it's going to
That's
take
pretty
the
good.
22 psychic damage, and it is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
The other one is also no longer incapacitated.
Ogie, I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, anything for your bonus?
Yes. I will bonus action Mantle of Majesty.
Mantle of
which
Majesty,
is
alright.
the one that lets me do command as bonus actions going forward. So I will burn that. That's a once per long rest.
Okay. What's that gonna do?
It means that going forward until I break my concentration, I can cast command as a bonus action on each of my turns without using a spell slot.
Oh, very nice.
So I don't have to do an action to do it.
Very nice.
I don't have to use a staff.
Hi, Severed.
Alright.
And then for my movement, I'm gonna kind of duck over here. I just don't want us to be clumped. And that's it.
Alright, next up is San.
Son is going to attack. Let's see. And she has advantage. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So 22 to hit definitely hits. She does get her sneak attack, so that's 30 damage of the piercing. And are her attacks magical with that?
Yep, it is a rapier +1. It's her vicious rapier.
Okay. Actually, it doesn't even matter. It still gets damaged normally by normal attack. So, that one, as she slashes through it, it collapses into a pile of bramble.
Pokey pokey. Wells from the grave on
Okay.
that one.
Roll your damage.
Oogie. My hands are cramping.
That work?
Yes, 14. That's pretty good.
Three.
Okay.
Mm.
Extras.
Any further to get somewhere that Callum would have flanking?
Sorry.
What'd you say, Safi?
I was asking if Son or Moro would move a little bit further so that Callan had flanking on that mound, but maybe not. They should have enough movement.
You're right. Can still do that and then move anyways. Because then it is already adjacent, so won't get attack of opportunity. Sorry. Moro should have had advantage, so that's why I rolled the extra d20 there. So does the 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit.
Okay. Then that's it.
Okay. Curio, you are up.
Grio. Zoomy Kitty. I won't get advantage anyways, but I can set it up further. They've got that one covered, but the quicker we take it down, the better. So I'm going to attack this one.
Mm-hmm.
So first attack. Wait, which one's incapacitated?
The one Nihon, the one by Aurora.
Okay. That doesn't give bonuses to anything. It just makes them not able to do actions, right?
believe so. I believe they don't have attactions or reactions while they're incapacitated. I'll
Okay.
double check.
I think
Incapacitated.
That's what
Can't take actions or reactions.
it is. Okay. So the one in the west. That one.
Incapacitated.
Buff, you didn't
Okay.
send anything.
That's definitely gonna hit for 14 bludgeoning.
Okay. Please make a save.
What kind of save?
DC 16.
What kind?
Con saving.
17.
Darn.
Oh, it was Oki that said it. Sorry.
Okay. Next attack.
My hands are
I have
cramping.
not used a reaction this round, so silvery barks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Roll the
okay.
con save again.
Okay. 12. It fails.
Okay.
So what's
So
that for?
it is stunned.
I will
Wait,
grant
which
Curio
one-
advantage.
Which one were you
Yeah.
attacking, Firedale?
The one that's on and everybody is on.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Oki.
My bad. I thought you were attacking the other one.
So I will roll that again. Just in case I got a crit. Nope, I didn't.
Okay, so 20 hits with 9 more damage. And mark that one stunned.
Do I want to do the thing? No, I'm just going to do a follow-up attack. But it is stunned, so
So one's dead, one's incapacitated, and one's stunned. Their
Oh,
turns are going to
sorry.
go by pretty quickly.
I keep forgetting. Right shift does super. So just
Yes,
Yep.
Buff.
the 28 for 7 damage on that one as I just swipe at it with my claws.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
All right. Don't
I
you
get his pick of
usually get
targets here.
4 attacks?
Pardon?
Don't you usually get 4 attacks?
Yeah, but I'm not doing the flurry of blows.
Oh, okay.
Not spending the key point.
Okay.
Yep, I'm not spending the key point.
All right. Then next up is Aurora. So Nihan.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Great. What range is that?
15
15.
feet.
Radius.
There you go.
I think I just scared Buff.
Okie doke.
Okay,
So
so
my friend needs a
DC
wisdom.
14 wisdom.
Yep.
From both of them? First
I
one.
guess.
You're catching the edge of the other one.
I'm
Yep.
catching the edge of it. Okay.
So first one
If it's
saves.
Definitely encompasses that square.
Yep.
Second one fails.
Yes.
So the one in front of you is the one that failed.
Okay, it takes
Okay.
all
It
the other
takes half.
Yep.
So
Takes 10 radiant damage, and this one takes 5.
that one. 5. This one. Got it.
Okie doke.
Anything else?
I think that's it for now.
All right. Well, next up is this creature's turn, and it is incapacitated. So Lilia, you're up.
Okay. This one's taking damage, right?
Yep.
Yep, they both have.
Okay. I am going to this.
32 damage.
Is it?
What's that?
What does the symbol mean?
Incapacitated.
So I
Can't
get
take
advantage.
actions or reactions. No. No advantage.
I don't. Okay.
This one is stunned, however, over here.
That one you would get advantage on.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to attack that one then instead.
Okay. Toll the Dead. Wisdom.
Oh, that's a save. You can do that
16.
on either one. Advantage doesn't do
That doesn't
anything for
use
that one.
advantage.
Yep.
No.
Saves. So is that half damage?
But it's a crit.
There's no roll to attack on
Not
it.
a roll to
That's the
attack, so
damage.
it's not a crit.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I think Toll of the Dead is the
saves can't
cantrip.
crit.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think it's all or nothing. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
Okay.
Did that do the?
It's saved.
I was trying to display.
Oh, no, it didn't.
There you go.
There it is.
I forget. Did I activate Luna's tattoo last time?
That I don't know. I wasn't
you
here.
did not, from my recollection.
Yes, I did. Eldritch
Did
Bite.
you? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Which means her tattoo is still activated, right?
Yep.
Yes.
If you activated it last time, then yes.
Okay. And obviously the one that's closest to her. She can't reach the other one right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to Eldritch Bite again.
Eldridge
I'm
on
guessing 7 does not hit.
No, 7 does not hit.
Okay, well, I was useless this round.
That's how it goes sometimes.
So during its days, it kind of like stumbles just as Luna's doing her Eldritch Bite and causes it to miss. All right. So that ends your turn?
Yep.
All right. Next up is Callan. Callan is going to take this chance to back away a little, since it cannot take a reaction. And he is going to cast Chaos Bolt. And he is going to get a natural 1 and miss.
He missed.
Advantage.
Oh, you're right. He does get
Yep.
advantage. 23.
Much better.
That one hits. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. So roll the 2d8. Wait. I don't know the damage type until it rolls. Silly. Right. It wants me to choose the damage type before I know the damage type. 2d8. A 3 and a 1. Okay. So one is fire, which he's not going to do, because he already knows it's resistant. So the other one is acid damage. So for 4 acid damage plus... Oh, and he's doing it at 3rd level. So that'll be 3d6. So plus 11. So 15 acid damage.
Plus 6 more.
Firearm,
You're right.
Yep.
6 more because of
It's of
his
the
firearm.
same damage type. It's
Firearm.
additional damage.
no, because of his firearm is what he's saying.
Well, yeah, I said that part.
Okay. All right, so,
I was saying that the damage type is the same because we figured that out last time.
Yep. 21 acid damage. All right. Then he's going to use his bonus action to You guessed it. Cast Magic Stone.
Rocket a punch.
Natural 20.
Very nice.
For... Wait, the arcane firearm gets crit damage?
You can only use it. Well, it is once per spell.
Yeah,
you.
It's a new spell.
A crit rolls all the dice that was used in the
Dang.
thing, and since that adds a die to the attack.
It's either it rolls all the dice
Yep.
twice or it doubles the dice depending on the rolls you're doing. So yeah,
Wait, I didn't know the firearm would get crit damage.
it's a dice roll. Yeah.
So that is 23 bludgeoning damage. That's pretty good. Alright. Then that will end his turn. Next up is this one's turn, and it is stunned. So, Safi, you're up.
Alright, so this mound is no longer incapacitated because it's the start of my turn.
I thought it was the end of the turn.
It said start when I looked at it.
Oh, start, huh?
It is start. So it's no longer incapacitated. And I have my Mantle of Majesty up, so I'm gonna spend a bonus action to cast a command.
Alright.
I'm going to command this one to let me cast it on roll 20. There you go. That's the wisdom save.
Okay, it fails.
Alright, I'm going to tell it to halt.
Alright. It shall halt on its turn.
Yep. And that was my bonus, because my Mantle of Majesty is letting me do that as a bonus.
And that's the closest one to you, right?
Yes. And then as my action, it is spending a spell slot, so I can't cast another spell. The only negative of that.
Mm-hmm.
One leveled spell per turn. But I believe I can do a cantrip, yes?
Yes.
Then we will Vicious Mockery.
Alright.
And we will Vicious Mockery the one that I am not commanding. Which is this one.
Alright.
It's a 60-foot range. Pretty sure I'm within 60 feet.
Okay. Is that another wisdom save?
Yes, it is a wisdom save. Cast that one.
12.
too.
It's gonna fail.
I'm gonna unleash a string of insults. So I'm basically going to be insulting it as, you call this plant life? What is this? You're withered. You look disgusting. You're not even the good kind of rot. And so if it fails, it will take 5 psychic damage from that.
Okay, it did fail, so it took the 5 psychic.
Beautiful.
I mean, even look, mushrooms won't even grow on you.
Right? You're not even a fun guy. There we go. I got one in.
Alright, so it will also have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Is that the one that makes them run away, even though it can't?
Nope.
No, it's Vicious Mockery. It just gives it disadvantage on the next attack roll because it failed.
Okay.
Yes. Dissonant Whispers makes it run.
Yep.
But that's
I was thinking that too. I was like, I don't think he'd be able to run, even though he's supposed to run.
Dissonant Whispers is a leveled spell. Vicious Mockery is a cantrip.
Yep. Okay.
So,
Anything else?
I am going to move again, and I'm going to come hang out over towards Callan.
All right. Hi, Safi.
Hi.
All right. San's turn.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stab.
As always.
Go ahead and stabby, stabby. Uh, 27's gonna hit.
Stabby,
for
stabby.
34 damage. All right.
Stabby, stabby.
Okay, it is still up.
And Wells from the Grave. She is going to crack the little icon thingy.
Crack
The
the
token.
icon. Okay.
Token.
In from Whales of the Grave.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Remind me
it
what
is,
that
her
does.
other
Yeah.
thing.
It's just it keeps her from having to use a use of
Okay.
Wells from the Grave in order to do Wells from the Grave.
Gets a
Gotcha.
freebie because she got a killing blow.
All right. So 11.
That Wells from the Grave is on that one.
Yep. Alrighty.
And Moro.
Moral with advantage.
Yep. I'm here. It's my turn, right?
No, not yet.
about-
He's doing
Oh.
Moro.
Moro. I heard Aurora, sorry.
Oh, wow. Go Moro.
Natural 20. All right.
14 bat damage.
So Moro bites into it and just tears it to shreds. He is dead.
Go Moro.
Nice.
He's nice. All right. Curio.
I will move over now. That way I has advantage with Aurora.
Okie doke.
And do
A 15 just hits. For 15
look at that
damage.
crappy critical damage.
No.
And a
Can't-
crit for 15 more damage.
1 point on the crit.
All right. It is still standing. 28's gonna hit for
I
10 more
nearly did
damage.
more damage with my claw.
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to scratch it and tear the leaves up because I can do that with claws.
Okay. So you shred every leaf you can see and slice at its vines and it just crumbles in your claws into a smoldering pile on the ground.
Yay.
And that is going to end the combat. Well done. You did
Nicely
not let
done.
them do anything.
Had to use a lot to do it though.
2 4th level spells.
And I was utterly
Oh.
useless.
You know, when it was their turn, they should have taken damage from Aurora's Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians.
You're
yeah.
right. You're absolutely right. They should
Yeah,
have.
we always forget that. Even I forget that.
I just remembered.
Yep.
Usually it's me that points that out, and I'm too distracted, sorry.
You're fine.
All right. So, the battle is over. You guys had previously been setting up camp. So, what are you doing now?
Get rid of the decaying dead brush and finish setting up camp.
All right.
The hut.
Okay. So you go ahead and put up the hut, make some din.
I'm not feeling it today.
You're just like, it's berries here. Take berries.
It's the
It's
smell.
it's just like I'm sorry. This campsite just smells so bad.
Yeah.
They
Cal-
were the worst kind of rot. Smelly
Callan
and
will help.
brittle with
Oh.
no fertilizer to speak of.
Callan wasn't much better, so.
Yeah. The smell of decay in the air is just throwing all of us off.
Mm-hmm.
We can't smell when the food is done, so it's a little bit burnt.
See, in truth, what it actually is this food tastes delicious. It's like phenomenal, out of this world. We just really can't enjoy it because
Yeah. The
scent
olfactory
is
senses
more
are
than half
clogged
of
up with
your
the smell
taste.
of decay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys eat your dinner. Callan helps spice it up a tiny bit, but he used too much salt this time, so still wasn't all that good. It was passable. Anything else you guys want to do before going to bed?
Just set up normal watches.
Okay. You guys set up. Safi puts up Lehman's tiny hut. You guys doff your armor, climb into your tents, and hit some Z's.
And we get tents inside the hut?
Yeah, not many, but
Really,
you can.
they have to be touching, but yes.
Yeah. You set
We've
up your
had this talk
watches for the
before.
night? Yeah, it can't do many, but it can do a couple. And you all can go ahead and take your long rest for the night.
Okay.
Can you please give San hers?
I can.
Before you continue, give me a second. Nope, that's good.
I'm fixing my attunement back to what it was.
Okay.
I need to check if I used any slots on my wand
Yeah, I need to reset.
or staff of healing.
Full again.
Right.
All of my stuff is restocked.
All right. So morning comes. You all had a very nice sleep that night.
Thank goodness for the hut keeping the bad smells out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and comfortable and dry. We're not dealing with the wet rot on the ground.
Right. All right. You can go ahead and roll for your breakfast.
Else.
Oh no. A natural one again?
Feel like we should move. Like, I'm just gonna pull
Oh,
out some
boy.
of my rations in my bag and not even try to cook, honestly.
Yeah, see what it is, the ground is so wet here, you're having trouble getting a nice fire lit.
Yeah, it's like
all the wood's
anything
wet.
they served would be raw, so
Mm-hmm. So
I'm just gonna pull out the improved rations that I have.
Okay. All right. So Aurora,
Yes.
as you are putting your armor on for the day, you get it on, tighten it up, and then you feel like a poke or something inside your armor.
Oh no.
And you are going to take 4 points of piercing damage.
How many?
4.
4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would examine what poked you first before you continue to put it on.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
I
step
would
up
like
if
to do that.
if I notice that
You-
Aurora has expressed any discomfort. I'll step up and kind of help him
So it was like,
shake out his armor.
yeah, so it was like, as soon as you finished putting it on, like you started to walk around and then you felt that jab. So your armor is on now.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna help him take it off and
But
shake
something
it.
in there. It usually takes, what kind of armor do you have?
Chain armor.
That's why I'm assisting,
Yes.
Okay.
so that it doesn't take as long.
Chainmail. How long does that take to doff? I think it's like a minute, right?
Might be. I don't remember either. Sorry.
At least
Let's
it's not plate armor or
see.
heavy.
Right.
Yeah, it's heavy armor, so it's whatever the doff time is for heavy armor.
Okay. Which I might have that here somewhere.
Here we go. Heavy armor takes 10 minutes to don, which is putting it on, 5 minutes to take it off.
5 minutes to take it off.
But
That's a lot longer than I
again,
thought.
I'm assisting.
Yeah,
so...
you're assisting.
so it should have it probably.
Yeah. All right. So, every so often, while you guys are trying to get this armor off, you feel another like jab into you. So we're gonna go ahead and roll a couple times. So you take
Ouchie.
2 more piercing.
Okay.
Take 2.5 minutes to take it off.
Mm-hmm. 1 more piercing.
Okay.
10 times a minute.
We're not going to do quite that many, but we'll do 10 of them. So that's 7 total so far.
Lilia.
11.
What's the point of healing until he's got
12.
it off?
Well, I mean, if he starts to get low enough that he's about to
15.
I
die,
don't think he's gonna. It's little pricks.
8,
No one
9,
else is a little perk.
and 10. Okay, so 2, 3, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28 total, I think that is.
Mm-hmm.
If I did that right.
And what is your health?
I'm down like 35 points now.
No, you should
So
be
I'm at,
you
like,
should be
50.
down.
did you take your long rest?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He
that's
healed
plus
with
the
hit dice
original
during
one.
his long
Okay,
rest.
yeah.
You
I
don't
was
need
up to
to
full.
for long rest. Long rest should heal you to full, don't it?
All right,
I
so
was at full, and now I'm not.
yep.
Yep.
All right, so you finally managed to wrestle the armor off, and attached to your side, seems like it was hiding in your armor, is this like purple, like spiny, almost worm-like creature. It's got like sharp little feet. And its mouth is like filled with teeth. Did that display for you guys?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
horrible little leech.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's currently still attached to you.
Okay, well, I have to figure out how to get it off without hurting myself anymore. This is great.
I'm sure Son
Going
would
to
pop
take one
up
of
saying,
the.
I can stab it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put a
son
bleeding
and
tooth
dagger?
mushroom.
Okay.
Like throw it near it
Okay.
and see if it eats it.
Okay, so you throw it near it, it kind of bounces off Aurora.
Okay. My hand right there. You know?
Oh, you're like putting your hand near it?
No, I'm not putting my hand near it. That's why I was throwing it. I don't want to put
Okay.
my hand near it.
Uh,
But I wanted to convince it to eat the poisonous mushroom.
it seems to have no interest in the mushroom.
Okay.
It's gonna go ahead and do 2 more damage to you.
Son, stabby, stabby, it.
Yeah, San's gonna stab at it.
All right.
Making sure to avoid Aurora.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack then. 27. That's definitely gonna hit. Doing 7 piercing. I guess technically she would still get the sneak attack because you do have
There
an
is a
ally
party
right
member
next to it.
within 5 feet of it.
Yup.
And
So
it's probably more
27
Directly
concentrated
adjacent. Yeah.
It's probably
Okay.
more concentrated on numbing on Aurora.
She
I think so.
So San comes up to you, hold still, and she
I
just
pumped 9 points of healing into Aurora while she's doing that.
she takes her dagger and just with one swift motion just slices its head off. It then releases and falls off onto the ground. It is dead.
I will also come up and put a hand on Aurora and heal.
Yeah, I figure I'll let Lilia do the major healing, and I was just gonna pump a little bit in case there was more damage happening until it died.
Okay.
How much are you down now?
20, 25.
So needing more. Okay.
Did you heal the
The 9.
Yeah.
26?
Plus the
Yeah,
17?
9 and 17, yeah.
Oh, no. Hold on then. I didn't get the 17. Down 8.
Okay.
Okay,
Healers
then
get the rest of that, honestly.
yeah.
Patch him up.
All right. So for stream,
Trying
that
to
is what
find it.
was on him.
Did
Since
that
it didn't show on
activate?
our end.
Yes, it did.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets to do an extra 9 damage on, or 9 on top of it.
Yep.
Healing.
Okay.
So you can heal 16 more.
16 more from where I was at. Okay.
Literally using
Up
the
to
healing gap.
16.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because it's up to plus
Okay.
hit
Yeah,
dice, right?
that'll top me off. Then I'll be back up to full. Because I only need 8.
All right. Lilia, roll me perception, please.
Yes, sir. Perception.
Okay.
Attempt to recognize the worm. What check is that?
You could roll me a history check, see if you've read anything about it before. Probably with disadvantage.
I was gonna say not nature. Dang.
Nope, not this time.
This is a reason to not wear armor.
Alright, that should have rolled with
Nope.
disadvantage.
You have no clue. Seems to be some kind of worm-like creature.
Okay.
Probably thrives in this type of climate.
I will recover my mushroom that I threw at it.
Okay. Easy enough.
I'm gonna try and see. Yep, nope. I'm not noticing it either.
And check Aurora's wound. Just to
All
make
right.
sure nothing bad is there. I know he's resistant to disease, but you never know.
All of a sudden, Luna gives a little...
Okay, I am mad dash checking Luna.
roll me another
What do-
perception check.
I'm gonna start looking myself over.
Natural 20. Okay. So you see climbing up Luna's leg is another one of these creatures.
Okay, how are we gonna get this one off?
Luna is going to take 5 piercing
Like,
damage.
Luna could probably try to claw it and swipe it off herself, honestly.
Severed Fang, thank you for the 64-month resub.
Woo.
Luna's gonna actually try and bite at
I
it.
saw a sign at the farm that said duck eggs. I was contemplating the use of the comma when it hit me. Nice.
I imagine like a
Okay.
cat does the fleeing thing.
Yep, that's gonna hit for 4 damage. Okay. It's still on there.
I'm going to check the ground to see if there are more of these things.
Go ahead and roll perception.
I'd said I was looking over myself as well.
Yeah, you can roll roll perception for yourself as well.
She's biting at it again.
Great.
She's trying to get it off, and then I
Okay.
will actually help her.
Son will offer too.
All right. Callan comes over with a stick, and he's gonna try and use the stick to kind of pry it off. So he's gonna do a contested check versus the creature.
Can I grab something out of my bag of holding?
All right. Callan like gets the stick underneath of it and kind of flings it off onto the ground. Saflin, you don't notice anything on you. Curio, looking around, you do see one more about right here.
I point at it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say to the one that was on Luna.
Mm-hmm.
Did that work?
Oh, circlet of blasting.
Don't you touch my kitty.
Is that a 13 to hit?
I'm trying to find my page.
Yeah, that looks like a 13 to hit. That does hit.
Okay. The circlet of blasting. How does I do that now? Where was it? That is. Where is it?
You do scorching ray.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I'm having a hard time with my contacts today.
Yeah, need a
Where is
user. They're like leeches, that's for sure. They don't suck your blood, but they attach to you and bite you.
Is that damage?
Yes.
Okay.
That's 6 fire damage. Scorching Ray does 3 though, so go ahead and roll 2 more.
What do you mean does 3?
Scorching
Ray
ray
does
fires
3 blasts.
Three shots.
Ow.
Yep. And roll to hit 2 more times.
Okay.
Yep, it's when you do it with it, it has an attack bonus of 5, so that's why it has to roll.
Is this the to hit?
Yeah, that works.
16 and 9.
So second one hit. And the third one misses, so that's
9.
15 damage
misses.
from it, plus the 4 from before, so that's 19 damage to it total. It is still alive.
Holy crap, you don't have to attune to that.
It's because it's on my circlet of blasting.
That's what I mean, is you don't have to attune to the circlet of blasting. Anyone can do it. That's funny. Because that's pretty nifty.
Hang on, guys.
I'm totally in the dead at 6. I don't think hits.
Why don't you wear that circlet all the time?
I am wearing it.
Oh, okay. I thought you got it out
She
of the
just
bag.
never uses a scorching ray.
It's always on me. I just don't ever use the attack because I can only use it technically once.
Yeah, once a
It's
day.
only got 1 charge.
Welcome
I'm
back.
back. All right.
Toll the Dead, I don't think did anything.
Nope. 6 is gonna. Oh wait. DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. Let me do that.
Oh yeah, right.
It fails
Fails,
for
so it does
7 more
7.
damage. That kills it. So,
I
so you
point the
use your
other
Toll
one
the
out
Dead,
at
and it just
Son.
kind of like withers in like these black streaks race up its body and just withers into dust. You do what, Kirio?
I point the other one out to Son.
Okay.
That way she can try and stabby.
Where's the other one?
It's like right here.
Okay, well, I'm assuming Luna took damage or no?
Yeah, Luna took. Where was that damage roll? 5 damage total.
Okay, so I'm just gonna burn this and then see.
Callan's gonna
many
come over and
was that?
firebolt.
14. Yeah, I'm
14.
not gonna bother changing her HP.
For 18 total damage to it. It is still up. And then Son's gonna do an attack, you said?
Yeah, it should have rolled.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, 24 more damage. Yeah,
Can I deal?
that'll kill it.
Oh, kid dead.
Throw a
Okay.
dagger, which I never do. But I'm assuming it's dead.
It is dead.
These things are not nice.
Cute, strong term. I don't agree that these things are cute looking.
Out
They're
now.
kind of horrifying.
I hate them.
That's a Magic the Gathering card picture. Interesting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Scroll enough that my stream can see the picture.
All right. So all 3 of them seem to be dead at the moment.
I think we should probably pack up to get out of here before more come.
It seems like a wise solution.
Yeah, let's move on. I'm gonna offer everybody the use of the cleansing stone again. So we can get the rot off of our person.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use the cleansing stone.
Yep.
And then, I guess, rub it on Luna? Get her
They
clean?
just have to touch it.
No.
That's just a touch.
I will just touch it to Luna then.
And pretty much you put your hands on it or your paws and you see all the dirt and everything and all the grime and all that fun stuff just kind of evaporate and disappear off of you.
All right.
Okay then.
So you guys hurry up and gather your stuff together, double checking that like there's nothing sticking to any of your gear. And who would like to roll for your day's travel?
Can I do it?
Yeah,
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just zooming in so that I can
19.
see the
Not
card
bad.
Good
again.
roll.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I did good roll.
Maybe.
Not best roll.
Maybe we don't know what table he's using.
Yeah, sometimes the high numbers are the bad
Sometimes
stuff.
high numbers and lows are bad, and you want middle of the road. It just depends.
Yeah, true.
All right.
You never know.
Okay. So your morning's travel goes pretty smoothly. And around early afternoon, you guys spot what appears to be like some tribal frog-like creatures
Oh,
traveling
God.
in a pack.
To recognize?
Say again?
Can I roll to recognize?
Sure. Roll me. Roll me a.
My best
Int-
check if that has any bearing whatsoever.
What is
Nature.
nature? It wouldn't be nature this time.
Okay.
Roll me just an intelligence check.
Straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
13. You don't know too much about them, but you do recognize the race. They are Bullywugs. Um,
Wave
They-
cheerfully at them and just continue moving on. Yeah.
yeah, they
Assuming that we're gonna keep going.
this is like a group of like 30 of them too. So it's not like a small group either.
Fine.
There it looks like there's like old ones, young ones, middle-aged ones. And they seem to be carrying like a lot of stuff with them. They end up noticing you guys, and they kind of like duck down for a minute.
I'm just gonna wave cheerfully at them and just like disregard.
Okay. One of them stands up, and another one kind of like tries to grab at them a little, like to pull them back down, and he like puts his hand out to tell the other one to stop, and he starts approaching you guys. Hello?
I'll nudge Aurora to indicate that we might want to stop the cart.
Okay, and I'll stop the cart.
All right, you stop the cart. Um. You wouldn't happen to be adventurers, would you?
Traveling with what seems to be what's going on.
Your first couple words keep cutting out.
Yeah,
Can you
you
repeat
cut
that?
out, Lil Lee.
Oh, sorry, I'm leaning back too far.
So can you repeat that?
Yeah, I was like, oh well, it seems you're traveling in quite a large group. What's going on?
Well, we seem to be having a bit of a problem at the moment. Our village has been overrun by a monster, and we could use some help exterminating it.
I poke my head out. What kind of monster?
Well, that's a bit of a story. So, you see, our village is next to a cave, you could call it. And this cave, leads to the Underdark. Our village guards the entrance to make sure that nothing goes in and nothing comes out. My son over here, and he points to one of them. He kind of like the son kind of like ducks down and covers his eye a little to kind of try to hide a little. And my son and his friends thought it would be fun to go in and check out the Guardian there. So they spiked some tea with some sleeping powder and gave it to the guard on duty. And when he was asleep, they snuck in. We
They escaped the Underdark.
we just wanted to see it. Well, the Guardian guards an entrance further in that goes down into the Underdark. Still in the cave. It starts out a cave, like a large area in the cave, and then there's a tunnel further in that goes to the Underdark, and this creature guards that. We just wanted to see it. We didn't know it was gonna chase us out. Yeah, they weren't all that stealthy and got spotted, and it charged towards them. It managed to chase them out. The entrance shouldn't have been big enough for the creature to get through, but it forced its way through, collapsing the entrance after it left. And it has now taken up residence in our village, since it can't get back in.
Creature is this guardian.
He kind of looks back and kind of looks back at you, and it's a Hydra.
Oh, lovely.
I did roll a history check, by the way, for songs and lore about the Underdark.
Okay.
Racking my
Yeah, with a
bad
20,
brain.
you've definitely heard about a Hydra before. So you know that this is not a fun creature to deal with.
Hydras are
I have never heard of this weird.
rather
creature before.
serious, according to Tale at least.
Please explain
I-
to me what this thing is, as as I have Saflin try to explain this.
Yes. Well, according to the legends, they have 5 heads, and they can grow back their heads
Ah,
if they don't take enough damage.
I see.
And the only way to defeat a Hydra is by taking out all of its heads.
I see.
And what is this creature?
The Hydra?
Yes.
Meteor, it's up to you how much I know. I just
Uh,
gave the basic legend lore.
I'd say you know it's a monstrosity, and you know that basic lore about it.
Yeah, I figured that was all I would know as Bard
Yeah.
legend.
Not
Well,
that they're
I would know roughly
basically
what it looks
dragon
like.
heads.
They're
No,
not
it's
dragon
reptilian.
heads. It's reptilian.
It's a crocodile with a whole bunch of long serpentine heads.
I kind of like laugh and like lean in very close to Saflin and be like, I was like, haha. Well, they're somewhat in trouble, aren't they? I guess they'll have to find a new place to live.
If you could help us, we'd be very grateful. We don't have much to offer as payment, though. We're not exactly a rich village. He's kind of like looking around, and he spots one of his compatriots, or one of his people. He's like, "Oh, I'll be right back." He leans over to his son. He also introduces himself as Gelder. But he leans down to his son and kind of whispers something to him, and his son kind of runs off. Then he goes over to another Bullywug who's got this like backpack on, and he starts whispering to this other Bullywug, and he says, No, you can't. It's mine. I found it. He keeps whispering. Gelder keeps whispering to him, like, "But I don't wanna."
So while they're doing
Whispering.
this,
Uh-huh.
Saflin's just trying to get a little bit more information to know what they're dealing with, like Did they know that this guardian beast was there when they set up their village? Did they find out later? Did they intentionally set up near it?
Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
So a minute later, the Bullywug like reluctantly gives up his backpack, and Gilder's son comes over with like some kind of jar and hands it to his dad, and his dad puts that in the sack and brings it back over. Well, this is probably the best we can offer, as payment, if you want. First thing he pulls out is that jar. This is giant bee honey. And then in here, he opens up the bag for you to look in. There's this like large egg in there. This is a drake egg. It's quite the delicacy among our people. Very hard to get. He kind of puts the honey back in and closes it up. You had more questions?
From the Hydra's lair.
Say again?
We
You
heard
didn't
from the
happen to
Hydra.
take that egg from the Hydra's lair.
Oh, no, of course not.
Okay, making sure we're not dealing with an angry mother here.
No, this is the egg of a drake, not a hydra. Those are two different creatures.
They're both reptilian, so you can understand my alarm.
Yes, I can understand. Any other questions? So you can ask those other questions now.
I have an out of character question.
What's that?
Do we have any chance against a Hydra?
My thought, Southland's already got a plan in mind, which involves not killing the Hydra, but relocating it.
Okay.
Polymorph, put it back in the cave where it started and seal it back up.
Okay, that's a theory.
But that depends on how aggressive it is. Because if it's a guardian beast, like, is the Hydra the guardian beast, or is the Hydra something else?
Yeah, the Hydra
The
was what
Hydra
was
is the
guarding
guardian.
what was guarding the entrance to the Underdark inside
Because
the
if
cave.
if it was guarding the entrance, I'd kind of like it to continue guarding the entrance.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Would be ideal.
Also, dumb question. What is the Underdark?
The Underdark
It's a very
is
spooky place where
basically a
there's
lair of
It's-
monsters.
Yeah.
Right, it's a network of underground caverns and tunnels that are home to several monstrosities.
So perfect place for what's his face? Elenka's partner. Charles.
Mhm.
Ah.
Could be.
But yeah, it's the Underdark, according to Tales, is supposed to span pretty much the surface of the world as an underlayer of an extensive tunnel and cavern structure.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very big.
Sans race tends to live there.
Yes, it's very big. It's very dark. Drow tend to live there.
And there's more than one entrance. There's not just like
Yes.
one entrance.
Well, it's
Did,
a network of caverns, so
did
yes, there are
you-
many ways in.
right. Did you watch the D&D movie at all?
I did.
Nope.
No? Okay. Because they went to the Underdark in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, typically the Underdark is where you're going to find a lot of the fantasy nightmare monsters.
Got it.
And it's also where you'll find like the drow, the grey dwarves, mind flayers, deep gnomes. Creatures that generally do not appreciate sunlight.
The darker creatures.
Yes.
Darker dwelling creatures, not darker as in
Correct.
bad.
Right.
Got it.
All right. So, in asking the questions about the other stuff you were wanting to know, Safi, so they did know that the entrance was there before putting their village there, and they kind of their people discovered it, and realized what was down there and decided to, be like another line before getting to the Hydra to protect the entrance, make sure nothing comes out and nothing goes in.
Ideally, they'd like to move back into the same village with the Guardian back in its correct place and no longer hostile to them.
Correct.
Okay. I was trying to figure out how much of this did they bring upon themselves.
Mhm.
Like, was this, like, what was their intent with moving right there? Did they know this was likely to happen?
Right.
But alright.
Their goal is to prevent this from happening. But obviously
And
did not do a
meddling
great
One of
job.
their
children.
people that went inside.
Yep.
The problem is, we will likely have to, even if we were to relocate the Hydra back
Mm-hmm.
and fix the cave-in, since it forced itself out once before, we have no way of ensuring that it won't do it again.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it forget.
Memory charm?
No. Modify memory has a very short span. I can't
Gotta
make it
get it
forget something
before
that's
it's-
happened a little while ago.
Gotta
Well,
get
it-
it
Here's
before
a
it's put into
question.
long-term memory.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
When you polymorph it, could you polymorph it into something that you could then speak with animals or animal friendship and explain to it that the kids didn't meet anything?
It also is going to depend what the intelligence of the Hydra itself is. Because it is, remember, it is a monstrosity. It may not have the intelligence to understand.
Gilder pipes up and says, well, honest, if you had to kill it, that would be fine. We would prefer
Not to,
it getting
yeah.
relocated in, like you were saying. If that's possible. But the trouble is going to be the cave entrance being collapsed currently. But I do think that if you were to get it back in, it would not leave its home for no reason. It
You
only
don't
left
think it would
because it
still
was.
possess vengeance?
I don't think it was vengeance. I think it wanted the food that was running away. So as long as no other children venture in. I said I'm sorry! How many times do I have to say it?
15 more times.
What she said. Then it should be content to stay in its lair.
Okay.
So, will you take on this quest?
Group, do we have the means to, even among us, fix the cave-in at all? I don't know that we do.
I have stone shape, but that's medium-sized stones.
Alan has catapult. An unseen servant.
Do we have pickaxes?
And I have.
You do have pickaxes.
But that creates obstacles, does not remove.
Could it clear?
We do have picks in the bag, I think. We might.
Yeah,
we do.
Callan has vortex warp.
I mean, if it's just a matter of getting there and not clearing it,
Dimension door?
I could dimension door. It's slightly dangerous with not knowing where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would have to make my way back out after, which would be the struggle.
Right. Vortex Warp, what it does is you can magically twist space around another creature you can see within range. It has to succeed on a con saving throw, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range, which is 120-foot range. So if he can get sight into the cave, even just a little, he could potentially teleport it into the cave 120 feet.
Level spell slots now, so I could cast 2 dimension doors in a row to get myself back out.
Mm-hmm. And he could do that technically 5 times until it works.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
How much longer are we running tonight? Does Firebutt still need to go at 9?
Like 30
Yeah.
minutes probably, yeah.
There's your answer, Buff.
I'll say I'm willing to try, but doing this safely hinges on a lot of very lucky
Roll?
yeah. It hinges on a lot of saves being failed.
We can use Pass Without a Trace and Invisibility to our advantage.
Yeah, polymorph itself will fail if it passes the wisdom save. So. And because that's not an inborn spell for me, it's from a blessing, the save is not increased.
Is there anything we can do to make it fail a save?
And potentially.
Give it disadvantage is the closest.
Silvery barbs it, but that's really about it. I can't bane it because bane is concentration, and so is the polymorph.
Do I have access to Bane?
Blake?
Let's see.
Although invisibility is that a
Invisibility is
concentration.
concentration.
So I wouldn't be able to do it if I have to concentrate for somebody to be invisible. Anybody else have Bane accessible?
Cleric, bard.
We don't have anything with the dust of deliciousness. But no, I did look, and modify memory requires the event be within 24 hours. So, no good.
I mean, so we can try it, and if we fail, we just have to fight it.
Yeah. I feel like if we try to fight it, we may find ourselves in over our head rather quickly, so we may be retreating. But I don't feel comfortable leaving an entrance to the Underdark unprotected. If we have the option of protecting it again. So, I mean, I'm willing to try.
We would be forever grateful to you if you did. Here. And he hands you the bag.
Small bag.
It's the bag with the drake egg and the honey.
So it's just a normal bag. It's not a bag of holding, so it's
Correct.
not going to create a singularity if I put the bag in the bag of holding.
Correct.
Okay.
The bullywug that originally had the backpack just has like a little tear running down his face as he watches you take it.
I'm going to take one of the flowers out of my hair and tie it around his finger as like a little ring.
Which ones?
I am going to grab one of the daisies out of my
I think
hole.
he means
which bullywug?
which frog.
Oh, which bullywug? The
Yeah.
one with the tear.
Okay. All right. So you tie one around his finger.
Yeah.
He kind of
it has a
looks
different ring.
at it, and he gets a tiny smile.
I'll also sneak him a piece of pocket bacon.
Okay.
I don't know if they eat meat, but just in case, there's a chance.
He accepts it.
Okay.
Kind of sticks it in his pocket.
Yep. Pocket bacon, it's where it belongs. But I'll look at the group and I'll be like, if y'all are game, I'm willing to try.
I think we could do it.
Aurora, Curio, Lilia, thoughts?
Yeah, but if you're up for it, we can try.
Well, if I'm the only one who's unsure of this.
Oh, I'm unsure and I'm scared, but
To beat a hasty retreat if we need to.
I think Son would be in if everybody else decides to go in. Not only for stabby, but also cause protective. With more
I do not wish to leave you alone.
Sounds like we're doing it then.
We're gonna try. We'll do our best.
One question.
Where are we going?
Yes. Oh.
yeah, it's a good question.
You see that mountain over there? And he points to a fairly large mountain. It's that direction. About an hour from here.
You ping it on the map, Meteor.
Yes. So it's like right there.
Oh, so not far at all.
Yeah, not far at all.
Okay.
It's basically at the base of these mountains here.
Okay.
If you just head straight that way, you should find it really easily. If you pass the mountain, you've gone way too far. Yeah, it's just a little joke.
Right. Are you gonna be waiting here, or?
We'll probably slow you down, but we'll head that way ourselves.
Okay.
With such a large group, it's going to take us longer than an hour. With all the elderly and the children. So we'll try to meet you there.
We might have to handle this in the morning, though, if we need to prepare bells.
Wait, I figure maybe we can start getting closer and then rest. If it's mostly made itself comfortable in the town, we'll probably be okay if we're on the outskirts to take our rest.
Don't I need to long rest to change my spells, though?
It might be a short rest, I'm not sure. Some can do it with a short rest.
Is long to change your daily prepared spells because they are daily prepared spells. That would track.
long.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just looked it up.
Okay. Alright, so you guys start heading that way. But it's about as long as he says it takes about an hour. But you do, after about an hour, start to see what looks to be some, like, almost dock-looking things with tents on them. Over top of, like, sort like a small lake. And the docks, like, sprawl across the entire thing. And right in the center of it is a massive hydra. It seems to be kind of sleeping right in the center, but one of its heads is up and, like, scanning the horizon. But the other 4 heads are sleeping currently.
See, most people say sleep with one eye open. This thing has 2.
Yep.
So what would you guys like to do?
Really not approach.
I need to prepare from the sounds of it. If anybody feels comfortable doing recon, although we have an alert Hydra, that may not be. Yeah, that might be kind of dangerous.
I'm not very stealthy, so.
So does it look like the Hydra is on land? Or in the water?
It is
of the
in the
docks?
water, like in the center of the docks. Would you guys like to see what it looks like?
Sure.
All right. You're going to have to zoom out for this one.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's a hydra.
Cute.
Okay. Yeah, for reference, that's their characters down at the bottom. And
Spot
that
up
is the
top.
Hydra.
The cave?
Yes.
Okay.
Spot up top is the cave.
That's a humongous Hydra for D&D.
That is
Crap.
a very big Hydra, yeah. That's...
I may have over-exaggerated the size.
Oh,
of this.
Okay, 'cause I was about to say, they're huge, but that's
Yep.
excessive.
I wanted it to look cool.
Okay. Just making sure that we know that for the sake of effects and spells, it's huge, not...
Yes, it is huge, not
It's not gargantuan.
correct. But
Gargantuan.
putting it in a 3x3 cell on this map would have just been wrong.
Okay. Alright.
And it also allows for cooler ways to interact with it, in my opinion.
So it's not the size of like a giant building.
Correct. It's still pretty big.
it's not actually the size of a football field.
Right.
Back in the cave.
Yeah, what Burning said, it's only about 150 foot long. It's the size of a hut, not the whole village. Yeah.
One of the heads is kind of just up, looking around.
Yep. Yeah, the other 4 heads are currently sleeping. But one of the heads remains vigilant. Alright, so what are y'all doing?
Okay.
No
Well,
one else is going to do the risky thing and go investigate the cave entrance to see what we're looking at.
Well, I
guess
would
I'm gonna
assume
do it.
Son would be willing to do that because she can go invisible at will.
Yeah.
And she has bat form.
Yeah, she has bat form so she can get
In
away.
the dark.
Well, it's night. Or going to be. It's the Hydra sleeping.
Yeah, it's probably like 6 o'clock right now.
We definitely need to prepare.
Yeah, we wasted a lot of our morning dealing with the little leech thingies. But I would like to have an idea of what we're dealing with this cave-in,
Okay.
so we know what we have to do to try to fix it. If it's something that a stone shape can work with and make a hole.
Needy user, I am not booping its snoot. I am sorry.
No. You can boop its snoot if it's polymorphed into something smaller.
All right.
Oop to snoop.
So if
Which
Thon
one? See, that's why they're saying no. You didn't tell them which snoot to boot.
if Zahn is going to do the recon, I assume later in the evening, then go ahead and have her roll stealth with advantage if she's invisible, or straight if she's in bat form.
Grant her
Are
a
you-
bardic inspiration for that.
Are you going to do
And
the pass
then
without a trace? or
I'm
no?
looking at it right now.
With pass without a trace, she'd have to stay within range of whoever
Yeah,
casts it.
that's what I'm thinking. It radiates from me, so I would have to sneak along with her for it to remain in effect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's the
it's
limitation
around
of that
me.
spell.
Yeah, which is why I've really only done it we've been clustered and traveling. Because it's a 30-foot radius of me from me, so I do have to stay close to
Yeah, I see
assist.
that. It's not a cast on people, it's cast on you.
Correct.
And it comes out from you. Okay.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so just normal stealth with advantage.
And I gave her a bardic inspiration. So if she needs it to help with her roll, that's
Right.
1d8.
It has lots of eyes, so just in case. Would she use it?
29?
Yeah, that is pretty high. I would assume that Son thinks she's been very stealthy.
Okay.
A 30 is usually you phase out of existence.
All right. I'll roll for the Hydra. Okay. All right. So, San makes her way as stealthily as she can while invisible down the docks and up to the cave entrance. So the entrance to the cave, there's like water in front of it, and the docks themselves do not go right in front of it. So she's currently gotten up to the edge of the dock.
But you'd have to basically get in the water.
She would.
Who had
Would have
the,
given her the ring of water walking. Because she should have still had it, I think.
True.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is I thought she had it,
Yeah, she probably would.
so she can put that on too.
Okay. So with that, yeah, that's easy enough for her to get right in front of it without making too much extra noise.
And then peek inside. She
Uh,
can see 120 feet in the dark.
so the entrance to the cave is decently caved in. It's not so much so that you wouldn't be able to clear it, but it would probably take some work. There's some decent sized boulders in the way.
Does it look like any of the boulders are just one layer thick? So like a stone shape to make a hole in said boulder would give at least some sort of passage?
I would say
Wouldn't have to be a
the
very big
cave-in
passage.
the cave-in at the entrance there looks to be about 15 feet, 10 to 15 feet deep.
So when she gets back, Kira will have something to say.
It's mostly right at the entrance to the cave that it collapsed. So, yeah, she
So
will...
at least it wasn't deeper where the stone would have fallen everywhere.
Right. So it's doable. It just might take a bit of work.
Okay, so she'll peek in, she'll see what she can see, check and see how thick it is, etc. Then come back
Yep.
to tell us
Opening.
what's going on.
I can make the polymorph creature pretty small, and then break the polymorph as soon as it's on the other side.
So she comes back, she tells us that, and then I point at the robe. Curio points at the robe for the patch that looks like the magic window.
That would
Magic
work.
Wait, what?
window?
That would work. Yeah.
What are you saying?
Curio's pointing at the robe, the one with the patches where we can pull
The
patches
robe
off.
with
Oh.
the wings, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
it
one that has like a
patch
door
of
and a
magic.
window.
Yeah, it's got the magic window on it.
Okay.
Okay, what does magic window do?
That was one of the special items that didn't have an item at the time.
Yeah, I
but
don't have
think,
it in the inventory because it didn't exist.
Yeah, it's on the. It's
So
in
you
my list here.
basically you tear the patch off of the robe and you place it on a surface and it creates an actual window.
It's a 2 foot by 4 foot window up to 2 feet deep.
Yep.
Oh, up to 2 feet deep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, I thought it was 10 feet.
Nope.
Darn.
That would be impressive.
What's the point of it though? Is what I'm asking.
If we wanted to make a window rather than repairing the
Oh,
Could
okay.
put the window on the rocks, that way we could get through to the other side, but it's not deep enough. I thought it was like 10 feet.
You know what we could do though?
What's that?
We have the paints.
Paint a door.
We could paint a door.
But wouldn't that just make a door and not paint a door through it?
We could, if we have multiple uses of stone shape, if we have at least 2, you could stone shape one of the boulders to push it through, which again, I can make the polymorph creature rather small. Like,
Well,
cards on the table, I'm planning to make it into a crab, which is not very large.
what if you just painted a hole?
Hey, paint a hole. That would also work. And then I would have to paint back over it to be rock again. Or if we stone shaped it, you could stone shape a crab-sized hole. We stick it in there. You stone shape it closed again, and then I revert polymorph.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
then you might suffocate it in the wall and crush it.
Well, that's what I was saying. Make the hole big enough that you can push it into the cave a good bit.
What's the little teleporty move that you and Son can do?
Dimension door,
Misty
isn't
Step.
it? Oh,
Misty
Misty
Step,
Step.
I can't take other people, and neither can Son.
Yeah, Dimension
That
Door
is-
can take other people.
Misty Step is only
cannot.
30 feet.
And Dimension Door is one way.
Dimension Door is one way. It's myself and another creature of similar size, and it is 500 feet.
Oh.
How many times can you cast it?
As many times as I have 4th level spell slots, so 3.
So theoretically, you could do that. We wouldn't have to clear it.
Yeah.
Clear the cave in at all.
The only problem is I would want to be able to see at least, so that I knew where I'm putting the portal.
Ah.
So I knew where I'm coming out. Because while I believe Dimension Door does try to put me in the nearest unoccupied space, I would want it to be a large enough space so that when I revert the Hydra, it doesn't make the cave in worse.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, if I would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or creature, you take force damage and it fails to teleport me. So I need a clear space. Need to be able to see it.
Darn.
Burning, the party is at level 9 currently.
Yeah, I don't have to see the target, but I have to be reasonably clear that the space is empty or it'll fail. If it's not empty.
Here's the question. Could we recon you in to see the space? No, you have to know, or you have to have seen the space, or do you need to see the space currently to dimension to it?
Oh, it's just if I try to teleport into a wall, I take force damage, don't go anywhere.
Yeah, there's lots of ways it can be used. It's where you can
Correct.
see, where you can visualize in your mind, or like an exact, like 300 feet that way.
Like if San tells me when she comes
they
back that,
have
hey,
reached
the
the
cave
area.
looks like it goes
They
this
have not
many
interacted
feet,
with it, and it
Yeah.
has not spotted them yet.
then I can attempt to target my dimension door tonight before we rest. That many feet plus however many it takes to get to the cave, and aim to be in the cave, and then dimension store myself back to y'all so that I can scope out the cave.
But then there you would be all alone on the other side.
And then I'd be all alone on the other side by an entrance to the Underdark, which
You could take me. I go with you.
okay.
Because I have my vortex warp, so if anything shows up, I can just teleport it away.
All right.
Because my other thought is, if San could get through a hole in bat form, she could also go with you.
True.
Yeah, that is a thing too. Were any of the holes in the rock small enough at the time she was there to do that?
There wasn't any, like, straight path through, but if she rolled well enough, she might be able to squeeze through enough cracks to do that.
Yeah. So she probably wouldn't have done that then if she thought she would have been in danger of getting
She had
trapped
a
there
clear
too.
sight line
Right.
to roughly how far the cave-in extended.
Yeah, like I said before, it was about 10 to 15 feet of cave-in.
All right, hold on here. Let's
from her estimate.
Let's see. Is it a big map? It's so big that I can't actually do the full measure. Hold on.
To the cave entrance from you is 230 feet.
Okay, so within 500, even giving the 10-15 feet of clearance for the getting past the cave-in.
Correct.
So yeah, I will attempt that, and I will offer a hand to Callan if he wants to come with.
Okay.
Wish us luck.
Good luck.
And I will cast Pass Without a Trace on us as well.
Okay.
While we're doing that. Because Dimension Door is not concentration.
I
Pass Without a
want to
Trace
give
is.
Safi a kitty inspiration and give her a cheek rub.
Okay. So we have Pass Without a Trace up, and I will Dimension Door.
All right. So how many feet are you dimension dooring currently?
Said we were roughly how many?
230 to the front of it.
You said about 10-15 feet back was the cave-in?
Yep.
So
That was about how far back the cave-in goes.
Yeah, so if we're about 200 feet, then I would probably aim for 220.
Okay.
So however far we are.
No, you're 230 feet.
Oh, so 250 then.
Okay. All right.
So 20 feet, so hopefully 5 feet beyond the cave-in if it's at max 15.
All right, so you and Callan take each other's hands. You open up your dimension door. See you soon. And you both step through.
Good luck.
And that's where we'll go ahead and end it for the night.
Well then.
Yep, so next time we get to find out if it works or if they get popped back out and take a lot of damage.
Oh boy.
Okay.
My notes, Dimension Door scouting.
So yes, be sure to tune in next week, everyone, to see what happens with this. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for listening, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.